YouTube, what is up? We are out ripping around on another electric scooter today, and I have a brand new one for you guys. I'm excited to get out on this one here. This is a very affordable electric scooter, and it is made by Hovsco. It is their Felicity dual suspension folding electric scooter, actually, so it's got a bunch of cool perks that come with it and features. We're going to get into all those in just a minute here. But yeah, I'm out here riding around. Weather is perfect per usual out here, and I was excited to hop on this new electric scooter and give it a shot. So let's see what the Hovsco Felicity has to offer. So first impressions, you guys, right out of the box is, like I said, it is an affordable scooter. So for it having dual suspension, so it has suspension in the front and the rear, for the price tag, it's pretty good, all considered. It's sitting at around just under $650, and like I said, you get dual suspension with that, 3 speed modes, and pretty decent range as well. That's always a really important thing for a lot of these scooters for people, because if you can't get very far in them, then, you know, what's the point? Out of the box, you guys, it was very easy to assemble. It pretty much just was folded down, and then I just had to take these handlebars, which is one entire unit they already have assembled for you, and it mounts up right here where you guys can see all the screws, and you just put all those screws in on each side to fasten it down, and that's it. It's really easy. The Hovsco Felicity is equipped with just mechanical brakes, but that's to be expected when the top speed is right around 18 miles an hour. So I do believe they claim somewhere around 20 miles per hour for the top speed. If you find a good hill, you'll definitely get it there. The fastest I've gotten it so far is 18 miles per hour, and that's in the high mode, so the highest mode you can go. But I am going to try to get it to at least 19 miles an hour for the purpose of this video, and that is going to bring us right into our speed test, actually, so I'm going to give it a shot right now. Before we do the top speed test, you guys, I do want to let you guys know, this is your power button right down here. One thing I don't love about that is it's hard to adjust which mode you're in while you're riding, because you have to completely let go of the handlebars and come down here and mess with the button. So just be careful. Let off of the thumb throttle on the right side here when you're toggling through speed modes or turning your headlight on and stuff like that, just to make sure you don't get hurt, obviously. And while we're looking down at the display, you can see it's pretty simple. Right at the very, very top is basically your RPM gauge, how much throttle you are inputting into the scooter. Beneath that is an L, an M, and an H. Low, medium, high mode, you can toggle through those. Below that is your speed right there, your speedometer. And then beneath that is your total miles on this scooter. And beneath that is your battery percentage bar. So, pretty simple display. And for the power button, you guys, to toggle through these modes, all you have to do is double tap your power button, and it'll go from low, medium, high, back to medium, back to low, and you can keep toggling through. And when you press it just once, it turns your headlight on and off. What we're going to do, you guys, is we're going to put this in low mode so you guys can see the top speed when we're in low. This would be considered walking speed here, guys. This is full throttle. We are going pretty much between 3 and 4 miles an hour. Full throttle here. This is just to walk through crowds, crowded places, things like that. So we're gonna go ahead and double click it. We're gonna get it up to medium here, and you can already see the difference. Obviously, we are pretty much tripling our speed here. We are going a steady 11 miles per hour, might hit 12 here and there. This is kind of just a good strolling pace. Again, if you're in a little more of a crowded area riding through the city, something like that, good 11 miles an hour, 12 miles an hour is not bad at all. We're going to go ahead and double tap this one more time. This is going to be the high mode, and this is going to take us to our full speed. And hey, look at that. We already hit 19 miles an hour, so it definitely has it in it. And we got close to 20. I wonder if I could hit 20 on this thing. We got real close, but 19 miles an hour so far for the top speed. That's not bad at all. And keep in mind, you guys, this is more geared towards a smooth street ride scooter. It is dual suspension. You can take it off the road, and that's exactly what we're going to do here. But just because it's dual suspension doesn't mean it's meant to full on just rip and jump stuff off the road. It obviously doesn't have huge knobby tires on it for the off-road, but it does have treaded tires enough to where you can definitely take it off-road if you need to, just as we are doing here. And you can ride through some of this stuff without it really giving you any issues. So depending on whatever your trail is to work or to home or whatever you're doing, you can definitely take this thing through the dirt and not have any issues. Once again, it has dual suspension in the front and the rear. So you really don't have to worry about too much, honestly, taking this thing off-road. And as you can see, you definitely can kind of maneuver it through some of this stuff without having too much of a problem. But again, this thing only has a top speed of around 20 miles an hour or so, right? So you can't expect to have a ton of torque to be able to get through some really sketchy areas in the dirt, so just be careful. All right guys, so just shy of 20 miles per hour, not bad at all. The assembly was super easy, as I said. I give that a huge thumbs up. Comes with a manual and all the tools you need and the hardware as well, so that is always great to see. Packaging was great. It actually showed up basically double boxed. One was its product box, and that box was dropped into a shipping box, so when it got here, it was in great condition. It was taken care of. The box looked good, and no complaints there. All right guys, so now the fun part, we're going to pull over up here and give you guys an entire rundown on the specs so you guys can know exactly what you're looking at when you're looking at the Hovsco Felicity folding dual suspension electric scooter here. All right, you guys, this is it. The Hovsco Felicity folding dual suspension electric scooter here. Looks good. Guys, we'll start with the heart of the scooter here. The battery is under the deck here. It is a 36 volt, 10.4 amp hour battery. It's going to charge fully in about 6 hours and get you about 30 miles worth of range. So you can definitely get to work and back multiple days a week before you have to even recharge this thing. So that's not bad at all. Cool feature that this scooter offers is it is collapsible. You pull this tab here and it's that easy. This thing just snaps right down. And then when you're ready to go, fold that thing back up, snap it into place, and again, you're good to go. Throw it in the back of your car, back of your truck. Very portable, very light, good feature. And in the rear, we do have a 500 watt sustained powerful motor in the back. And it actually is claimed 21 miles an hour top speed. I got it to just under 20, might have even have hit 20 miles per hour, but this thing is realistically gonna go about 19 miles per hour. But depending on the day, again, you can get it to 21 miles per hour. And these wheels on front and the back are each 10 by 2.5 inch wheels. So they are good size. They keep the ride smooth, and like I said, mainly for the street, but they have a little bit of tread there, so you don't have any issues when you decide to take her off-road. As mentioned before, you have front and rear suspension. The rear suspension is right under here, tucked underneath, so it has a really nice look to it. You have reflectors on the left and right side in the rear. That is always a good thing, obviously for extra safety. And then on this side is where you are going to find your charging port to charge your Hovsco Felicity. And like I said, expect about 6 hours of charge time if this thing is fully dead. Another awesome feature, and this is a first for me, is you have your headlight in the front, and this is a smart headlight. This thing will turn on and off when it senses you're in a darker place. If you're in a darker room that you pass, the headlight will automatically turn on, which is a really cool safety feature and just a really cool feature in general for an electric scooter at this price point. The waterproof rating on this thing is IPX5 for any of you guys that are wondering about that. And for the braking system, like I mentioned, you guys, you have front and rear brakes and an electronic braking system as well. And my guess would be that it is regenerative for the battery. Don't quote me on that, but normally with these electronic braking systems, it does kind of help recharge the battery when you utilize that e-brake. Max load for this thing is right around 220 pounds, so you can fit quite a bit of weight on this little scooter. And for any of you guys wondering, the Felicity does weigh right around 40 pounds. So again, it's not even that heavy. You're able to, that's the nice thing, right? Being able to just throw this thing into the trunk of your car and get going to wherever you're taking it to go on a little bit of a fun ride somewhere. And per usual, guys, with most of your e-scooters, you have to just give it a one little push to get it going. It's not just gonna go off a throttle alone. You just got to give it just a little push to get that motor turned over, and then it'll take off for you. So you guys, that is the Hovsco Felicity dual suspension folding electric scooter. And so far I like it for what it is. It's a great little scooter. Again, easy to move around, portable, all those good things, and decent range for the price point and everything, honestly. So I will have a link in the description, and I'm going to try to get you guys a discount code as well. I want to thank you guys for watching the video, and I will see you guys on the next ride.